Hello friends, welcome to another video. I think this will be an intensive video, which is a lot of access list, and the task says we have to configure a lot of, but I will try to break it down as much as I can. Okay, without further delay, this task force says R1, R2 in this case, not R1, R3. Okay, R2 must block any bucket that contain source IP address from the following. Okay, the buckets that will be denied is RFC 1918. That means it's like any 192, any 172, 16, any 192.168.0.0 and any 172.16.16 to 31 and any 10.0.0/8. These are the ones. So the source, the 19 RFC 1918 include 10.0.0/8. This is what we need to filter, any 10 and 172.16.16.0.0 to 0.0 to 172.16, sorry, that 31.0.0. Okay, let me cut this guy out. Yeah, that 0, that's it. That 255. Yeah, that 255. That 255. And also the loopback IP address, reserved addresses of 172.16, or instead of saying this is the correct way, to 192. Yeah, yep, this is the correct way. Sorry for omitting. So from 172.16.0.0 to 172.31.255 we have to filter, and then loopback reserved addresses of 127.0.0/8. The whole range we have to filter, and any multicast address. The multicast address is 224.0.0.0 to 15.255.255.255. This will be in a wildcard mask. It will be written like this, and here it will be. So this is what it will be. Okay, we have here. We have to allow first an access list with the EIGRP. So if you are running any routing protocol, then we have to permit that routing protocol explicitly. Okay, then we started because we want, our scenario says we have to allow the management PC to telnet to R1. So we allow it access listing 101 permit TCP host. This is our management PC host address that we've seen a lot during this course, and to this interface IP address of the router 1. So it must be allowed to telnet. It must be allowed to equal to telnet, and then we deny any other one. So let us start from 127. So 127 is 127.0 0.0.0, that's the reserved loopback addresses, all the way to 0 to, yeah, it's just highlighted, yeah, .0.255.255.255, then to any. That means like from any to any, it will be filtered, will not be allowed. Any traffic containing this IP address will not be forwarded. It will be dropped right where this ACL is configured. The router that is configured on the ACL, in this case R2, will drop all the source IP address containing with this range. Same thing here, same thing applies in here. Any 10.0.0.0 to 0.255.255.255 will be dropped as well. Same thing applies in here. Any multicast IP address, multicast address will be dropped, which is 224.0.0.0 to 15.255.255.255 from anywhere to anywhere will be denied. Same thing here. 172 class B private IP address, 172.16.0.0 to .0.0, and the wildcard will be 0, means like match the first bit, the first byte, and then the second byte, 15 bits of the second byte, and then it doesn't care the rest, it doesn't care the rest from any to any. This same thing here goes 172.16.0.0 means match the first byte. Any 0, that means like match, where the 0 is talking about the network. So it's a match and then match, which means like this 0 should match the first one, the second one should match the second one, and then 255, that means like we don't care from any to any, that means like will be denied. Then any other traffic apart from the EIGRB, we said like access list 101 permit IB any. So we will configure on router 1. So let me copy, go to router 1, go to router 1, and then let me paste. So I have paste, and then I will go to the interface. So which one do we where do we have to apply? We will apply on this interface. Why? That's the ideal interface to apply. Okay, so say interface gigabyte 1/0, which is this one, this the interface, because any IP addresses, any private, which is 10 or 192, will be filtered. Any internal hosts, if they try to go out, they will not go out with the traffic. For example, they are member of 172, so 172 will be dropped in here because they will be member of 172 in here, but only this telnet will work because we explicitly allow it. So we'll apply this interface. IBA access group 101 impound. Perfect. So if you go here now, this guy will not, this one is a user 1, who cannot telnet to anything, you see, cannot telnet or cannot ping, cannot telnet or cannot ping. If we go back to router 2 and we issue command show IP access list, then this 172 picks up and matches, you see, there are 3 matches there. So this guy is not going anywhere, cannot telnet anywhere, cannot go anywhere. But this management PC here, it can telnet. This is a ping, so it cannot ping because we only said do the telnet. Yeah, so that telnet will work, that will count, but it cannot ping. As you can see here, it cannot ping anything, but it can telnet, you see. So we are already enable Cisco. We are in router 1. So if we say show IP access list, we say that explicitly deny and explicitly configured matches 22 telnet traffic. So that means we only allow this host 2 to telnet, but any other host, for example, if R1 if R1 tries to ping any route, any IP address in here, which is 172, cannot ping because of the access list. So either way, from any to any, it is pinging. So for example, if you say like 172.16.16, it cannot ping. R1 cannot ping because this traffic is from going that way or going that way or going that way, anywhere it cannot reach, it will be filtered. In this case, we have applied in this interface. So if we have another interface, we would apply in here, so it wouldn't go. So if we go back to R2 and we say show access list, then a lot of matches are there. See? So if we try to ping, if we try to ping if one of the routers one of the hosts is, if they try to ping it 10.10.1, which is on this guy, which is on the loopback of R1, the ACL, this ACL of 10, which has not matched the anything, will match, and we will have a log in here. So let me try to show you. Now it doesn't match anything because no IP address of the part which is part of this 10 source IP, which is containing IP address which is member of 10, has not come up yet. So now we're gonna ping so we can see it, how it goes. So it will match. So now it's unreachable. So if you go back here at this point, there's no match here. But now if you show access list, you see 10 should match. Yeah. Oh yeah, because the IP address, oh yeah, it cannot match because we are coming through we are coming from 172.16. So this one is matching this one. So now you see, now it's 20 match. So if you try to, then the match will be more. Now it's 20. So let me go back. It's 24 now. So if we go to R1, if we say ping this and then source 10.10.10.1, let's see what happens if this guy matches. Now it doesn't have any match, but let's see. Okay. Yeah, if we had any IP address in here, it wouldn't match because the interface is here now. So it is just any IP address that would hit that was here would be matched. So in short, sorry, my English is not that enough to you. This is how you filter any access list, any multicast address, any private IP addresses and any class A and reserved loopback address. So I hope this has been informative for you, and I would like to thank you for viewing.